Alright, YouTube, what's goody? I'm not gonna bore y'all with the normal introduction. Y'all know who I am, y'all know what I do. I got a series on my channel called Behind the Scenes, where I talk about my life and dumb shit that I used to do as a kid. And that's what this is gonna be about. I think the last episode of this I was talking about like childhood ass whoopings. A lot of people was feeling that video, saying I should make more videos just like that one because it was hilarious. This story might not be as funny that I'm about to tell y'all, but it is funny. And I do have like literally a million, bajillion, 100,000, billion of these stories. So I'm gonna start telling these more often. Without further ado, I'm gonna just go ahead and jump right into this story. Hope y'all like it. When I was like 14 or 15, actually my whole life, I used to hang out with mostly family, and I had a couple of a little circle of real close friends. One of the dudes that I used to hang out with, I known him my whole life. His name is Jamal. Now this dude has the laziest eye you will ever see. So even from the time we was like literally 4 years old, we've been calling this dude Wink, W-I-N-K. So his name is Wink. And another person that I used to hang out, or another two people I used to hang out with, were my two cousins, Jaren, who is like 2 years older than me, I think, and then my cousin Tyree. My name is Tyree too, but and Jaren and Tyree are brothers. Our moms are, you know, sisters. They're gay for each other, so they named us both after each other. Whatever, who cares? I don't care. So this one time, the four of us, we was just hanging out at my uncle's house, Jaren and Tyree house. And we was just chilling, watching games. And this is around the time I was like I was 15, so that means Wink was 16. He had just got his junior license. Jaren was, I think, 17, and Tyree was 18. So we fairly young guys. I mean, only thing we really did was play Grand Theft Auto. And this is around when Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City and shit like that was like real hot. So that's all we played was that. And this is also around the time when the Fast and the Furious movies were out, and they were also like really hot. So that's all we talked about was Grand Theft Auto and racing cars. That's it. That is it. It didn't, nothing else mattered. Them two things and girls, fucking bitches. That's all. Now I was fucking 15. I wasn't fucking no bitches, but I mean, hey, that's what type of shit you do when you're a little kid. You just talk about shit that you know you ain't doing. You lie about it. So it's one day we was in the crib chilling. And we was playing Grand Theft Auto. No, we was playing Madden, actually. So my cousin Jaren, he goes upstairs, he goes to take a shit. So 10 minutes into his shit, he realized it ain't no toilet paper in the bathroom. He yells down like, "Yo, can somebody give me some napkins, some toilet paper, some paper towels, something?" My uncle's not home. We young, we don't have no money. Come to find out, is no toilet paper or nothing in the house. Now Wink, he lives down the street. Literally, if you walk out of Jaren and Tyree house, you can be at Wink house in like 15 seconds. They live on the same block down the street from each other. I live about a half a mile in the other direction. So my uncle, he's in the army. He's like in the reserves. He old as shit now, but he's still in the reserves. So he was away like at the reserves, and it was real late. So we couldn't really go in Wink house and make a lot of noise because his mom was in there with her boyfriend, big husky ass diesel muscly dude named Rick. I ain't gonna talk too much about Rick, but because I could do a whole commentary on how funny this dude is. But so we decided we gonna take my uncle's car, drive down to my crib, get some toilet paper. So now I remind you, Wink is 16. He just got his junior license. It's already 12 o'clock. When you got a junior license, you're not supposed to be driving past like 11:30. Tyree 18, so he cool. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting in the car with him. We live in a terrible neighborhood, mind you. I live in a bad neighborhood where cops is pulling people over, shooting, you know, all types of drug dealers, all that, you know, the stereotypical shit you see on TV. That's where I live at. So I'm in the car with Tyree. I'm feeling safe. I'm like, I'm not gonna get pulled over. So Wink decided Wink was gonna get in the car with us, but he's like, "Yo, I got my license. I'm trying to drive." So he runs down to his crib, and he didn't steal, but he took his mom's car. Both of these cars were identical, same car, 1996 Ford. What was that shit? Ford Taurus, 1996 Ford Taurus SE, special edition. These cars are slow as fuck. They like old people cars, but they were identical. Both of their parents had those cars. So we driving, and mind you, we going to my house. It's a half a mile away. We didn't even need to drive. We could have walked, but they wanted to drive. So we driving. We go to my house. We get the toilet paper. We cool. We on our way back, and we get to a stop sign, and it's nobody on the street because it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So we get to the stop sign, and Wink, he pulls up next to us, and him and Tyree are like staring at each other. And I'm like, oh my god, what are these two dickheads about to do? So Tyrese, he steps on the gas, starts revving his engine. So Wink, he looks back and he starts revving his engine. And next thing I know, these motherfuckers take off. Now we in a slow ass Ford Taurus. So when I say take off, we probably hit like 40 miles an hour, maybe, for like, I don't know, something like that. But that's fast as shit in that car. And we were only going maybe a quarter of a mile, if that, less than that. So we pull off. All you hear is boom, we gone. We racing down this little ass street called Morris Street. It's not even meant to, it's not even really 2 lanes, but I mean, you can fit 2 cars on there because it's a 2-way street, but it's really not enough room to be racing on there. Next thing we know, we pass this little, and Morris Street has a lot of what I call like little ducky streets. They kind of look like alleyways, but they're not alleys because there's streets in there. I mean, there's houses down there. So we next thing I know, all I hear is whoa, 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 and I see the lights. We're in front of Wink. We burnt the shit out of him because Wink, he's just not a good driver. So they pulling Wink, the cops pulling Wink over. So I'm scared as shit. I'm like, oh my god, they gonna tow his mom's car because he not supposed to be driving. It's 2 o'clock in the morning by now. He got a junior license. So Tyree like, fuck it, we out. He just hit on the gas. He stepped on the gas. We gone. And I'm like, yo, we can't leave Wink. That's my nigga, yo. We can't leave him. So he like, yo, I'm not trying to get in trouble too. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, you a bitch. So remember I told you we watching we play Grand Theft Auto. I fucking, while Tyree's making a turn, I fucking open the passenger door and I roll out. Biggest mistake of my fucking life, because he wasn't gonna stop the car and I wanted to go see what was up with Wink. So I roll out, hit the pavement. We going like 10 miles an hour, but I'm telling you that shit hurt like a bitch. I scrape my arms up. I'm bleeding, shit, wanting to cry. But I run back. I ain't cried. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't cry. I wanted to. But so I run back to see what's going on with Wink. It's like 10 cop cars then pulled him over. 20 officers out there. They surrounded him, got guns out. Fucking the big ass police paddy wagon is there. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? We later found out that it was a shooting around there, and the people that and the people that reported it cited that they saw a red Taurus. That's where Wink was in. So they just assumed that he was fleeing the scene of the crime or some shit like that. So he gets pulled over. I'm in the bushes, and he gets pulled over right by a park. So I'm in the bushes, bleeding all over the fucking place, like sobbing because I want to cry. And I'm watching to make sure they don't like fucking do no police brutality and no shit. And then I'm thinking to myself, yo, I gotta go get this nigga mom. So I run all the way back, still bleeding, to his mom house. Knock on the door, and and his mom come out in this little ass like teddy or lingerie or some shit, and the diesel ass dude Rick standing right next to her with his hand on his ass. I was mortified. It was fucked up, but because I mean that's my man mom. But obviously they was doing something that, yeah, you can put 1 and 1 together, it's gonna equal sex. They was getting it in. So we go back to I tell them what's going on. They putting on their clothes. I run back to the scene and I see Wink is like getting thrown on the car, hands behind his back, he in handcuffs, and a female cop is like searching him. She damn near gave this nigga a cavity search. Like she had her fucking hand up his ass to the elbow, searching the shit out of him. So they end up, long story short, they end up finding out nothing. He didn't do anything wrong. His parents came or whatever, and so we sitting there talking to Wink. We finally got him out of the paddy wagon and shit, and we was like, yo, how you feeling? You alright? And he looked at us with a bold face, and he just burst into tears. He started crying like, yo, man, That lady police officer squeezed my balls. I know. Dumbest fucking story in the world. This man started crying and said the lady police officer squeezed his balls. To this day, we still fucking clown him for that. So yeah, I know that's a random ass story. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I got a million more of them. This is Mac the N Factor. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Peace.